Hello, Delmarva. I'm Mike Vaughn from the Father's House Church here at WBOC's historic Studio D. Delmarva Life starts right now.
Thursday, April 5th. I'm Lisa Bryant.
I'm Jimmy Hoppa. Thanks for watching Delmarva Live from historic Studio D. And we got to say thank you to a great crowd this morning. Thank you so much for you guys being here. We're going to have a lot of fun today. It's going to be a feast.
Hey, my car used to be gray, kind of a silverish.
And
now it's a yellow car.
A very pretty gold.
A nice pretty gold car. Not so pretty. Have you seen anybody notice the pollen? Are you guys noticing it, like just in the past couple days the pollen has just rained on our cars?
You mentioned it to me this morning. I hadn't noticed it on my truck.
Really?
Yeah.
I noticed it on your truck. That and all the bugs, but that's a whole other thing. No, I left my sunroof open just a little bit, cracked a little bit, and got in the car yesterday. You could write your name in my dashboard.
In all the pollen.
Everything, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so we need some rain or something.
That'd be good.
That would be good.
I think we got a little bitty chance Monday.
Okay.
It's going to be sunshine all the way through.
Otherwise,
so it's going to be a pretty Easter weekend. That's going to be good.
That's good, because I don't want to wash my car, for heaven's sakes.
Just let it get rained on to be done with it. Well, Easter weekend, that's part of our hot topics this afternoon, as a matter of fact. Have you got big plans for Easter?
I do. Going to go to Grandma's house.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm going to go to my mom's house. But if you are looking for things to do, the Hebron Easter Parade is this Saturday in Wycomico County. It starts at noon at the Westside Intermediate School, and it winds all the way down the Hebron's Lions Club ballpark. There's an Easter egg hunt and a dinner to follow. Sounds like a whole lot of fun.
March time going on in Hebron.
In Hebron, yeah.
Good time. Are there, we've got several Easter parades.
Yeah, there's
I know there's a lot of Easter egg hunts, but we've got several parades too.
Yeah.
Okay. I was glancing through Daily Times this morning. I love going to the Grapevine.
Yeah.
Because you get some of the greatest comments. Some are very good.
Some are mean.
Some are different. With the entire Easter thing this morning, what do you usually have for your Easter dinner?
My mother usually makes a ham.
We usually get a ham.
A ham, Easter ham, why not?
Cake and all the stuff that goes along with it. This came out of this morning's Grapevine of the Daily Times. Take a look at this. It says, this Sunday, please consider why you're eating pork to celebrate the life of a man who would never do such a thing.
Oh.
Now see, I had to stop and think about it. Wow, no wait.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah, he was Jewish.
So he wouldn't eat
pork. Yeah, it's just kind of
There's nothing really wrong with it.
There's nothing wrong with it. It's just something to think about.
Interesting.
Little irony there.
I've heard asparagus goes well with him.
It does. It does. Unfortunately, we have lots of asparagus. According to the Cape Gazette, the asparagus harvest up there in Sussex County is about 3 weeks early. Mike Fenimore of Pfeiffer's Orchard said weather since the fall has been akin to North Carolina. He said they harvested asparagus March 23rd. That was a couple weeks ago, which is a record early harvest. Normally they expect asparagus to begin around April 15th. Isn't that amazing?
But that's also good news
for the strawberries.
For the strawberries.
Because he says the strawberries are probably going to be coming out 10 days early, or coming out in 10 days, and that's also early. Usually we don't get some good strawberries, local strawberries, until later on in the year. So,
now, you know what? If you'll take the asparagus, I'll take the strawberries. I've never been a big asparagus fan. I don't know. Carol loves it.
I love asparagus.
We get along well in the house. You eat the asparagus, I'm good. I'll go get the candy bar in the cabinet.
Yeah, she eats it for the both of you, doesn't she?
Yes, she does.
I hear it makes you tall.
Honey, get more. Just saying. By the way, just in case you're watching on Comcast in the Dover area, they had a little glitch that started Tuesday, I guess it was. They did some maintenance. Comcast let us know. They've got it all straightened out. The little thing, the message that you would get on your screen before finally what you were looking for would pop up, that's gone away. They got it all fixed. So just to let you know, that's taken care of. It was regularly scheduled maintenance that apparently tripped the trigger. And it all went.
Oh, hate that.
But it's working now.
Yeah, good to know.
Speaking of Dover, where of course all the legislature is,
Yeah.
a couple of big retirements that are going on. I want to say congratulations. I guess you'd say thank you to Senate Minority Whip Leanne Sorensen, I believe that's how you say it. Here's a picture of Leanne. She announced that she is not going to seek re-election. She's from Hockessin?
Hockessin.
Did I say
you
it
said
right?
it right. You said it right.
Because I always say it wrong. But she's not going to seek re-election this fall. Another man, this one from Laurel, he's a Republican, Biff Lee. Who doesn't know Representative Biff Lee?
There he is.
In the office. He's going to be retiring in November. He's been serving since 1990 and said, you know what, I want to spend some time with the family.
Good for him. Good for him. So
thank you to him.
thank you.
Congratulations on your time.
Not an easy job, I'm sure.
No, I don't think I could do it.
There's some interesting news. I almost don't really want to talk about this, but
But you gotta.
But you gotta. If you live in Somerset County, we have a little bit of incentive to watch Delmarva Life from
Your treadmill.
the treadmill, or possibly, yeah. Out of Maryland's 23 counties, Somerset ranks dead last when it comes to health, measuring smokers' inactivity and lack of insurance and doctor-to-patient ratio. 23rd. Wycomico, by the way, comes in 19th, and Worcester County is 14th.
Yeah.
So,
and part of what you said there is doctor-to-patient ratio.
yeah.
It's so tough to get doctors to stay in the area because once they get something established, they want to move up to the bigger cities where they can get more business and charge more. So thank you to the doctors that have stuck it out on the Eastern Shore specifically and up in Delaware for helping us out, because without you, couldn't be done.
Yeah.
How many here have a smoke detector in your house? Okay.
Good for you.
How many here have a carbon monoxide detector in your house?
Not everyone needs one.
But not everybody needs one.
Yeah.
But here's a really good reason to have one, just in case you have something like a gas stove or maybe a boiler in the
gas
basement
furnace.
that heats the water, things like that.
Anything with a pilot light.
Anything with a pilot light. That's the key right there. The Ocean City Volunteer Fire Department went around and they gave people for free carbon monoxide detectors. Well, they got a call Sunday afternoon saying this thing keeps going off. So they go and check it out, and it turns out that lo and behold, indeed, because they had a faulty stove, a gas stove, there was carbon monoxide building in the house.
Oh my.
That had these people not known because it went off, or they just didn't pay attention to it, pulled the battery out, they'd have been dead before long.
Oh my goodness.
So thank you to the Ocean City Fire Department for doing a great job there. And that's why you change the batteries when you change the time
yes.
for daylight savings.
That's right.
So just a point blank example there for you for a really, really good one.
Yeah.
Yep.
Saving lives. Chris Harrington, the interim fine arts chairman at UMES.
At UMES. He has been a fan of the Negro Baseball League for, gosh, I guess like 20 years now. Apparently he actually had a chance to meet some of the members of the Negro Baseball League, and it sparked an interest in him. So he started collecting stuff. He has put together a display of memorabilia, and it's actually going to go to the Julia A. Purnell Museum in Snow Hill. Now this is Claire Otterbein. She's actually the director there at the museum looking over the collection. But that's going to be there through October. If you are a baseball fan, you know what, even if you're not a baseball fan, it's just fascinating to look at it and learn some of the story behind why the Negro League came into being and everything that they did.
And take your children. It's rich history.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Wonderful thing to learn.
You need to learn about
awesome
that.
Stuff.
You've heard the name George Jackson. We've talked about George Jackson a lot. He is a fellow up in Caroline County, right? American Corner.
Yep.
Yeah, he's always sending us good information, good pictures. And he sent us some information about something that's going on this weekend. It's Saturday, actually, the Chesapeake Christian School Sports Boosters. He's going to have some scrolls out there. You can write a message to U.S. troops deployed in Afghanistan on George Jackson's scrolls. He's been doing these scrolls forever, and I know the troops appreciate it.
He gets so much response from that, too.
Yeah.
Also, Pastor Keith Maxwell from the Eastern Church of God is going to be blessing the bikes. That's going to be Saturday morning at 10 o'clock, and you start to say about the Chesapeake Christian. They're doing a fundraiser as well.
Yes.
And we've got that info on our website.
On our website.
DelmarvaLife.com. So if you're looking for something to do this weekend, like there wasn't enough already.
Yeah, it's a busy, busy weekend.
See if you can shoehorn that in somewhere because it's going to be worth the fun. So are you ready for the crickets? We always look for a moment where we ask a question, nobody responds, and you can just imagine the crickets chirping. Who knows what a palindrome is? Didn't think so. Okay. A palindrome, for instance, if it's a word, it's read the same frontwards as it is backwards. For instance, the word civic. Frontwards, backwards, Same
Radar.
word. Civic. Radar. Radar is another good one. Radar, mom, that's palindrome. Now, there was a get-together recently. I think there was about 600 palindromists that got together in Brooklyn. Really, they have meetings for things like that? Anyway.
Palindromist.
Yeah. So we thought we'd come up with a couple of sayings here just to give you a better idea that goes farther than just words. For instance, there's this one, sit on a potato pan, Otis. Now, if you look at that backwards, it says the same thing backwards as it does frontwards. Sit on a potato pan, Otis.
Okay.
Sit on a potato pan, Otis. Now, we've got another one here. This is a favorite of waiters and waitresses everywhere. Stressed, no tips, spit on desserts.
So if you spell stress, no tips backwards, it says spit on desserts.
Yes.
Oh,
see?
my goodness. I
So
wonder who
just-
figured that one out.
I don't know, but it was probably a very upset
Isn't that funny?
waitress.
This is amazing because there's people
Wait,
who do this, palindromists.
Palindromists.
Yeah.
And apparently at this group gathering of 600, they actually had a competition. One of the guys, they would come up with this stuff off the top of their head.
Right.
Just make it up.
Yeah.
And one of them actually has a magazine for palindromists.
That's amazing.
How come palindromist isn't the same frontwards and backwards? Wouldn't that just make sense?
You would think. I don't know. That's pretty interesting.
Just saying.
You know, miracle of birth.
Uh-huh.
A birth is a miracle. Just, you know, when you think about how we are brought into this world, it's just amazing. Well, here's something even more amazing. Danielle Young is in the United Kingdom, and she has a rare condition. It's known as double uterus. So she recently had an ultrasound of her twins. Take a look at this. Basically, she has 2 wombs. She's having twins, and there's 1 baby in each womb.
That is remarkable.
What's even more remarkable, doctors say it was a 5 million to 1 chance that these babies would survive. Can you imagine hearing that?
Oof.
Well, guess what?
Please tell me there's good news.
There you go. Here they are, Joshua and Leah, healthy 4-year-olds. So
wow.
A miracle there. Isn't that amazing? I
How
find that
about that?
interesting.
That is 2 uterus.
Uh-huh.
They are still considered twins.
They are considered
even
twins.
though they were in 2 different
Right,
wombs.
right. Yeah.
How about that? 5 million to 1
Just
shot.
want to talk about that.
7-year-old Michael Testa clearly did not listen to his parents when they said not to play with his food.
Well, we got to play with our food. We're going
Yes,
to
we
get to
did.
Michael
That's
in a
right.
second, okay? But let's go back to last
remember
week.
this?
You remember this? Remember this? We got to play with our food, and we got to toss the pizzas, and maybe didn't do so well. See, yeah, flour everywhere. That was all kinds of fun. Well, there's a 7-year-old in New Jersey. His name is Michael, and he spins pizza with his dad, Carmine, who owns Carmine's Pizza Factory in New Jersey, or Jersey City in New Jersey. Take a look at this. This is amazing.
And it goes like this. Take me by the tongue and I know you. Kiss me till you're drunk and I'll show you all the moves like Jagger. I've got them moves like Jagger. I've got them moves like Jagger. I don't need to try.
Look at that. Isn't that amazing?
Wow.
Look at that concentration.
Matt Haley's sitting over saying, I could do that.
Yeah, right. And he even wipes the, if you notice, he even wipes the flour off his nose. See, right there! Isn't that amazing?
This kid's great.
Well, Michael's talent might make the family some money because apparently NewJersey.com reports that some sponsored pizza throwers can earn up to $250,000
It's crazy.
a year
there are
from
teams
competition.
that compete.
Yeah.
$250,000. We can do that.
Yeah,
we can do that.
We know how to do it. We
know
did
how
it
to
on
do that.
TV.
Not that well, but we know how to do that.
Still to come on Delmarva Life, we're going to the wild side. Brian Asparagus will introduce us to some animals at the wild side. Exotic pet store in Dover. You don't want to miss this.
Oh, yeah. Oh, and by the way, just in case you're still looking for a church service to attend this Easter, the doors at the Father's House in Frankfurt are open, and we're going to check in with them next. Delmarva Life, live at its best here on Delmarva.
Delmarva Life is brought to you by Sussex County Federal Credit Union, guiding you to your financial future, and Peninsula Regional Medical Center, honored to serve the entire Delmarva Peninsula since 1897.